So welcome everyone. We are recording now. Thank you so much for joining this interesting webinar. And I think it's a really crucial time for many of us. If you've never done Qigong, I encourage you to just, read more about it, look it up on the internet. It's a 2,000 to 3,000 year old energy practice from China. And I've been doing it for about 35 years. I came to it not because I was ill, but I was just bored one weekend, if I'm honest. I'd never heard of it. And on my first weekend, I could sense the qi or the energy between my hands. And I thought, what is this? And I looked into it further. And basically, I started following my teacher, and all the different aspects are that it can really help your physical health to clear many physical problems, even things we've had for years. It can help mental health. But the ultimate thing is it helps the energy flow around the body and through the body. And there are some amazing other practices, of course, like yoga, Pilates, loads of mindfulness. But from what I've seen, Qigong doesn't conflict with any of them, but can add to many of the other practices. And one of the main things with Qigong is this idea of connecting the human energy or qi with the universal energy or qi that's always available. The qi is the energy that keeps nature vibrant, keeps us alive. And as humans, often the body tends to be a bit, in its casual state, it's a bit squashed, the energy and the physical body. And when we connect and open up the body as we will tonight, then you'll notice that the body is actually more space than solid matter. So you can start sensing the flow of energy through the body. Any pain in Qigong terms and acupuncture terms is just an energy block. So if you had a pain in your shoulder, in Qigong terms, we would do some slapping, clearing, moving it out of the body. So everything has to move out. So the format of the evening is we just have about 15 minutes initially to do a practice that you can do every morning, I would say. Start the day well, and particularly with the situation at the moment, with this pandemic all over the place, we tend to start the day, many of us, inevitably worried, we look at our mobile phones first thing or the news. And I read recently that 80% of people with a mobile phone check it first thing in the morning. What I would say is, whatever practice you do the practice before you check your email and mobile phone. Then your energy is more centered, you're more grounded. When you read something that's worrying, you can deal with it. But often, as they say, the day has us from the minute we've woken up, because many people just reach for their phone, read the bad news generally, and that starts your day already in a tense and anxious way. So number one, do your practice, whatever it is. We're going to do 15 minutes to strengthen the body, to connect with the energy around us, and to release any stress. So this is something you can do every day in the morning. So just follow me. Actually, for best results, just follow me, do what I do, and you will get the benefits as well. So initially, imagine, although we're doing this in the evening, wake up in the morning, you shake the whole body. You shake the energy out and down into the earth. Often when we wake up, the body is still holding maybe some tension, the way we've slept, maybe some habit that we have, the way we hold ourselves. So when you shake out, it's dropping everything off from the body, dropping to the hands and dropping off from the arms. We tend to use the arms a lot, many of us, of course, with computers and things like that. So a lot of tension in the shoulders in this area. So drop the shoulders, open up elbows, wrists, hands. And the fingers, I'll mention later as well, relate to all the internal organs. They relate to the senses. So if the fingers get stiff and we use them a lot, daily on the computer, inevitably it will affect the body, So actually, if we keep them flexible, put the hands together, open, clear the space between the fingers. And later, when we do the next session, we're going to look at actually clearing energy in the hands, in the arms, in the whole body. But for now, we're just going to work on the general structure of the body to strengthen the structure. And when you get the energy moving, and especially now that autumn is coming and winter is coming, you get the energy moving, you raise the temperature in the body. If the temperature in the body is higher, it can fight illness more. When we wake up, you might have noticed, sometimes we feel stiff in some areas a bit stuck. So we're just going to shake out initially, and then just shake the leg one leg into the ground, the other leg shaking energy off. Imagine like shaking water off the leg, and the other leg. So emptying the legs also down to the feet. Sometimes the energy is coming through the body, doesn't quite reach the feet and into the earth. So shaking the legs, left might feel a bit different to right. And then just have a pause. When you shake, each session, we're just going to have a mini pause. Sense the effect of the shaking. You might feel warmer, like the energy settling down to earth. Generally, the knees softly bent, like just a soft bend in the knees. Feel the feet solid into the earth. And breathing out from the mouth. Imagine you're breathing out through a straw. So all the stuffy air in the body, breathed out. Take some time to breathe out. Breathe in through the nose. Is fresh air in. We're actually oxygenating the body. We're clearing stagnation, oxygenating, improving the circulation, improving, helping the immune system. So keep breathing in this way. More emphasis on breathing out, clearing the stuffy, stagnant air. Illness is also just stagnation in the body, so we can clear it also through the breathing. So we've done some shaking. If you're doing this and you have longer time, just notice somewhere else. You might notice one part of the body still feels it wants to shake. You just shake more out. Wherever it needs it, you just do more or less. But for now, we just do the whole body, sense this connection into the earth. Then coming up, gentle slapping. Slapping is like a strengthening practice. Brings the attention to the different areas. The back of the neck tends to have quite a lot of stress from sitting, from sleeping when we wake up. So just slapping the back of the neck, shoulders, the lower back, hips, bend down, knees, bend down, feet, come up again, head, back of the head, back of the neck, this area, shoulders, lower back, hips, legs, bend down, feet. Let's do one more. Head. So in martial arts, they do a lot of slapping as a strengthening practice. Whatever area of the body is weak, slapping can help to bring the energy there, to strengthen it. So areas like the hips, the knees, always good to slap these areas. Do a little bit more for the shoulder and the arm. As I mentioned, these areas tend to be quite, hold the stress. Have a pause. Pause, sense the effect of the slapping. Often you might notice some areas you kind of awakening, maybe the hips or lower back. These areas sometimes get a bit lazy. What happens is when the energy is coming through the body, if an area is a bit lazy or blocked, the energy will kind of leak off the body a bit. So with Qigong, we want to get the energy through the whole body, clearing the flow. My company is called Flowing Health. Now I know why. Health has to flow all the time, like water. But I named it 25 years ago without knowing exactly why. But now I realize energy has to flow always around the body. Anywhere that's blocked, we can do more slapping and more moving the energy through. Close the fingers like this. Then cleaning the hair, front to the back of the head a few times. This is actually like purifying the energy system. often too much heavy energy towards the front. So here we're pushing it to the back. This is quite good for also clearing headaches, mental fog, just clean front to the back. Then front to the back, back of the neck, come to the front, lower back, through the hips, bend down, through the legs to the feet, heels, shake off. It's like you're collecting dust off the surface. And we're clearing the outside part, the hair on the head and the back of the body. The back of the body is the structural part. It's the strong part of the body. So we're clearing that area, cleaning it, and helping the front then to open up a bit more. Let's do one more. As if you're taking dust off the surface. You might feel a bit lighter with the body. And again, shoulders to the hands, cleaning, clearing. Shake off. Have a pause. So Qigong is a combination of movement and stillness. But even in the stillness, there's a lot going on in the body. There's a lot moving around. There's a lot settling. There's a lot opening. So it doesn't mean we're not doing anything when we're still. It's like an active. When you're standing like this, the knees softly bent, you're getting energy from the earth. You're strengthening the body. Just check the feet are parallel, width of the shoulders, knees softly bent, just standing on the earth. And there's quite a few Qigong practices that are called like standing like a tree. You stand like a tree, absorb from the earth, the nourishment, the strength to the body. Then, this time we're going to move the energy without touching the body, push down to the feet, come to the middle of the chest, open the middle, extend to the horizon as far as you can, up to the heaven. So this is where, as humans, we're connected to the heaven, to the earth. I've got a Chinese medicine book called Between Heaven and Earth. This is what we are as humans. Keep the hands up, the fingers up. Empty the arms into the legs. You can re-step. Feel the fingers quite sensitive, as if you're dipping into the sky. Energy coming down through the body. And if you feel tired, just stretch a bit or join the hands at the top, but just don't give up at this point. If we give up, it just often means quite a lot of energy blocked here, but we want to open it more. Just open up, stretch, open, fingers dip into the sky, catch something on the fingertips, bring it down to the body. This is the self-healing form. Back of the head, front, lower back, through the feet, into the earth. Turn, come up the inside. Open, up to the heaven, back, front. So we're going down the outside part of the body, up the inside. The inside is the more delicate part. We want to open the inside where the energy is contained and then build on the structure. The strength goes to the back and the energy can be more contained on the inside. Often our energy is a bit mixed up, the heavy and the light element. So here we're moving the energy through the body into the earth, turn, come up the inside, open. And just remind ourselves to keep breathing out from the mouth. Remember the stuffy air out, in through the nose. Fresh air in. Opening the chest here, reach through the walls of your home. Imagine the hands going through the walls, the hands going through the ceiling. Body extends up, down, left, right. More space in the body. More space means more energy, means less energy blocked, means more circulation and better health. Dipping into the sky. Just pause. Fingers can be slightly bent on the tips. Catch something, come down the back, front, lower back, push down to the feet, turn, come up the inside. Let's do 3 more times. Just like a flowing movement, very simple and easy to remember. Always down the outside, up the inside. One more time, whole body. And this movement can be broken down for the legs, for the arms, for different parts of the body. So now we'll just do it for the arms a little bit, because we mentioned the shoulders, arms, 2 hands facing each other without touching, come up the inside of the arm to the shoulder, down the outside, up the inside, down the outside, up the inside, down the outside. Go to the fingertips, change. And all of the channels and meridians come through the shoulders and the arms. So here, very effective. You're smoothing the meridians, the channels through the arms. Quite a flowing movement. This is also how things like Tai Chi come out of Qigong. They have these gentle movements, but they have a form that you follow. And Qigong is the original practice that when it became like a spontaneous movement, then Tai Chi was created out of the spontaneous movement as a form. And there are many different forms, of course, some more martial, some more healing, but Qigong is focused more on the self-healing practice, if you like. Okay, once more each side. Then hands come down and just standing, feet parallel, knees softly bent, hands resting here. Imagine the hands can reach the feet. Gently close the eyes. Close the eyes, you feel as if the whole body is dropping down into the earth. If you have trouble standing, you can keep the eyes half open. But the reason to close the eyes, you just notice more in the body. You notice the feet feel quite big into the earth. The weight of the body down to the feet. And mentally sense the feet opening into the earth. All the energy, the heaviness dropped into the earth, down to the center of the earth, which is a few miles down. Then the energy returns to the body. So we're exchanging energy with the earth, dropping down all the heaviness, stuck energy, then the earth nourishing the body, absorbing from the earth, helps the physical body strengthen, the lower back, kidney area. Keep the breathing regular. Out from the mouth, in through the nose. One more time, the feet opening into the earth. The center of the feet actually open. There's a gate there called the bubbling spring in acupuncture. The gate opens, drop everything to the center of the earth. Energy reaches the center, has to come back. Third time, think of the feet opening down to the center of the earth. Reach the center. The energy can return. Some internal shaking of the legs. Just imagine shaking the legs, hips, reach the shoulders, reach the hands, then shake out, become clearer. When you shake to the hands, move the hands become clearer. And the whole body, the senses become clearer. Do some rubbing of the hands, clean off from the face. Sometimes even when we stand and relax, we actually might be tense. So just clearing any tension off, move the energy front to the back, front to the back. Push down to the feet, come up in front. Movement slightly different. We push down to the feet, come up in front. Reach the feet, up. Then have a pause at the end. Just sense how we feel with the body. The difference when we started to now. Notice maybe feeling more grounded, more solid into the earth, the head a bit clearer, and the body more aligned. It's like the energy can flow through the body. So even if you start the day like this, then the energy already is more centered and flowing. And you should feel warmer. I definitely feel a lot warmer. Should feel warmer. And then anywhere that you notice still has some problem, or maybe an area you know is a bit weaker, you can just do more slapping. If it's the knee, strengthening the knee. If it's the lower back, strengthening, shoulders, just do the exercise that we did at the beginning, and you can do more or less depending what's needed. And definitely the self-healing form you can do over and over. So I had a friend who had I don't like labels of illnesses, but she had a kind of illness where she had no energy. And some of you know this illness. Sometimes people have it for years, low energy. And she used to do this self-healing form like 500 times a day. Sounds a lot, but you can do that in 10, 15 minutes. You just do this movement through the whole body, and it got the energy moving, like awakened in the body. It brought a spark back to the cells. Sometimes the body's kind of asleep or exhausted, and it just needs waking up. So with Qigong, we're connecting with this universal energy that's always there and helping to self-heal the body. So that's a kind of morning practice. And we're now going to go, in a couple of minutes, we'll go into the office arena on how to keep your energy vibrant, how to be more productive in the office. But put in the chat, I forgot to ask you all how you felt at the beginning, how you feel now, but put some comments into the chat. It'll be interesting for other people as well. And on the next one, I will ask you to put how you feel at the moment, 0 to 10. 10 is amazing, 0 is maybe tired, painful, anything like that. So just put 0 to 10 into the chat box if you don't mind. And at the end, we'll do the same and you'll notice the difference. So for now, just getting the energy moving, waking up the body.